So I'll tell you a little bit about Atlanta Youth Rugby. We started in 2013 in one neighborhood in Inman Park, and we've since grown to 6 neighborhoods this year after growing into Buckhead last year. One of the neighborhoods we're coming into is Castleberry, where we're at today, and Atlanta Youth Rugby is starting a what we call competitive program in November. And all year round we do after school community programs, which you can see behind me.
I know at first some of them are like football, and we're like, it's rugby. So we're trying to kind of like separate the two because football's football, rugby is rugby.
Right.
So it's not like they're like they don't want to play it. They're just like all they know is football. But then once they start learning how to actually pass the ball, and then they start kicking and start doing all like different skills, they just like start falling in love with it, and it's pretty cool to see them like step somebody or juke somebody, which is like, footwork. We play a game, it's called freeze rugby, and we just pass the ball around and you pretty much score on one side, and it's cool to see what they're learning like through these little games and like tying it up and scoring and all that stuff. It's pretty awesome.
Rugby is the bestest thing ever.
They've taken to it. I mean, they ask. If it's a Thursday, they're like, yeah, we do rugby today, we're doing rugby today. And so I have to tell them, yes, we're doing rugby today. So they've taken to it, they love it. I just cannot wait to see it grow and start to get it some type of league play.
So I've been to like multiple facilities down in Atlanta, and there's been like quite a few athletes that we've had that are like, we want to play, and I'm like, this is awesome. So we have other like youth programs, U10s, U13s, I believe, and up. So we try to refer them to that so that they can keep growing with rugby. And if anything, we always tell them, well, you play football. This could teach you like really cool skills for football. And then most of them just keep playing, and they're like, man, we don't want to play football. We want to keep playing rugby. So, I mean, I love football, but that's like great for me to hear.
That's
like
cool.
For kids who, in this generation, rugby's not that big. I mean, it's growing.
Right.
It's really, really growing now. But to see kids like actually know what rugby is and be excited to play it, like that's like a dream come true.
That's
to be a
super
rugby player.
And it's important to note that here in Atlanta we're replicating from an age standpoint, what New Zealand does and what England does. I mean, we're starting kids at age 6 even.
Right.
So the potential is always long term, and that's the vision that you have to make anything successful, but that's the approach we're taking. And this is Atlanta. I mean, it has to reflect our community.
Yeah.
It can't be our idea or my idea of rugby growing up in Canada.
Sure.
It has to be what works for Atlanta.